Hello, entrepreneurs. Happy Wednesday evening. This is Joe DiChiara, your host of How You Can Win Big at Business. And I am still in downtown Flushing, and I have an announcement to make here. I got a special gift tonight. I think these are going to be the new Christmas stocking stuffers. So, this was handmade by my mom, so thanks, Mom. And tonight, what we're going to talk about, again, another WaveApps lesson. And tonight, one of my favorite topics is accounts receivable, sending bills out and getting paid, sending invoices out for the stuff that we do and getting paid. So let me get right back into it because tonight's going to be really quick training. Everything's got to get, micro-sized now. So I am in right now WaveApps, and here we go. This is the launch pad. And so if you have multiple companies like I have here, you're going to have a launch pad. And these are sample companies that I've set up. I've worked with Bedrock Sample Company the last 2 or 3 nights. And this is where we are. So we're in the launch pad of Bedrock Sample Company. And now we're actually in the dashboard. And if you haven't, been here before, and I haven't introduced myself, my name, like I said, is Joe DiChiara. The name of the show is How You Can Win Big at Business. And I'm going to try to go interactive. So if you have any questions about Wave, for some reason, I don't know, I didn't plan it this way, but I started with teaching how to set up Wave, and it's just, I said, let's take it to the next step. And I'm going to go through the whole process with you because there's a lot of stuff that this little free program can do. And so what I've done already, just to help other people catch up here, is I've created the chart of accounts. And these trainings are on my YouTube channel, actually, and I hope that you go there and subscribe. And it shows you how to set up the chart of accounts. So this is the chart, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but you reconcile. We actually have not covered that yet, but we will. Let me back up a second. I've connected some banks. And you could also connect credit cards, and there's a way to connect your PayPal and I believe Stripe accounts, but that's another subject. And once we connected, we imported a lot of transactions, more than I even wanted to. And it happened in, I don't know, I think less than a minute, or maybe it was more than a minute. It happened pretty quickly. And then what I did was I went in and showed people how to actually categorize everything. Because if you saw the steps, it's your chart of accounts, linking up your bank account, connecting your bank account, which is very simple. You need to know your username and password of your bank account. If you don't know that, you're going to have a problem. After that, you have to go and actually classify your transactions according to what it's for. So this is Con Ed, that's a utility company. So this goes to utilities. When you first, I'm sorry, you needed a glass of a sip of water there. But when you first import transactions, Wave is not going to always know where everything goes. You're lucky if the guess is like on this one, it was right computer software. But there's tricks and ways to categorize all of these transactions. And I showed that in the last video. So again, if you want to see those videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, Bedrock Business Builders, or I will have these trainings up on my Bedrock University. And I already have a bunch of trainings up there. People like John Limbacher, Michelle Ross, Pat Wally, Haley Gray. There's some good courses up there. Actually, I don't even have any of my own courses, which is kind of odd, but my courses will be up there. And this, maybe I'll do the WaveApps course first. So that's Bedrock University. So let me get to tonight's lesson, which, like I said, is one of my favorite topics, which is, we do stuff and we need to get paid for it. And if you're in the kind of business where you need to invoice people and get paid, this program is one of the most efficient ways to do it that I've ever seen. And I'll show you what I mean. And I don't want to go into all the details here, and I'll tell you why. First you have to have your customers in here, and you could set them up on the fly. And I could have sworn that I set myself up, but obviously, I didn't save it and I'll do it now. But I'll tell you the truth. The reason why I didn't, well, maybe I did the XYZ Corp, because you could see that a lot of other stuff is coming up here, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to take another approach to this, and this is what we call pivoting, because sometimes when you're doing a live presentation, stuff doesn't work. And I'm pretty new to these Facebook Lives, and there's been plenty of times when stuff didn't work for me. And it totally threw me off. So I have to stop and give myself a pat on the back. And since I'm on a roll, I'm going to go to the Facebook and Women's Entrepreneur Network and see if I could connect. And if you're watching me live, Haley Gray and Jenny Wright talk to this. If you're watching me live, give me a hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And I finally figured out why. When Haley just did her 5-day challenge, which was amazing. And I have to go back through the videos, which is taking them down tonight, I guess. Oh my God. And now Haley Gray is actually sending me messages on Messenger as we speak here. So I'm going to tell her to visit me on the live I'm doing in your group right now. LOL. Give me a... Okay, so we let Haley know that I am live in her own group, and right now, this is like play-by-play. I'm looking for my live, but she's got so many people in this group. Oh my gosh, she's got 66,000+. So I think I just passed all of them. Anyway, I don't want to waste time on this. I've already wasted time. But so obviously I can't go interactive. Yeah, I think it is. I'm still trying here, folks. Give me 1 second. Okay, so in case you have any questions about WaveApps, what I'm talking about tonight, you could book a free chat with me. All you have to do is go to timewithjoe.com. And I also want to invite you to my mastermind, which is mastermindwithjoedechara.com. And I'm just not going to find my Facebook Live here. I think, obviously, if anybody's watching that knows what I've been going through, trying to go interactive, I think I need to have an assistant doing this. That's what I really think. And I need somebody that's going to do it for free. So if you're out there and you want an internship or something that, you know, would help small business owners, private message me, because I'm lost here. Okay, forget about the Facebook thing. So let's go back to the adding. No, what I'm going to do is we're going to go right into invoices. And just as a side note here, folks, this is like my, I think, number 6 tonight on some sort of Zoom call or StreamYard, and this is getting, there's a pattern here. There's definitely a pattern. So here is where we start the invoice process, and we can upload our logo. I know where mine is, where mine are, or where my logo is. All right, okay, here. Oh, there we go. That's my Bedrock University logo. It doesn't matter. That looks great. Let's go. Add a customer, and this is how I've always done it. I haven't gone in. So that's my info. That was pretty, and all it did was populate what was already in my browser. And now I got to enter an item. So let's say I want to do tax. Person tax. Right. And what I usually do is copy and paste. Quantity. And let's just say I'm going to charge $5.75. There's no sales tax involved. If there is, that's a whole nother thing you got to set up. I'm not going to do that right now. And that's it. I don't need the other item. And so let's see what happens. It's got all of the info that I need in there. And now, look, let's get paid on time. They're giving us okay, so we can do that. Automatic payment reminders. Okay, so they're going to help us actually get paid. Let's see this in action. So here is an invoice, and they're going to let them pay online. So that's what I wanted to show you the first. So I'm invoicing here, and you saw how long it took me just to set up a client, which was like 30 seconds. And now they're telling me I can actually send this and get paid. So what do we have to do? Get paid. Okay, so first we have to look at it. That looks good. We have to improve it. And now what's this? Oh, reminders automatically. So we don't have to send reminders. Okay, and if I already have their credit card, I can just charge it here. Now they're going to charge me, I think, 3%, let's say, for processing it. But any PayPal is going to charge. All of them are going to charge. That's the price of convenience. So, but let's say I just want to send the invoice. Okay, I'm going to send it basically to myself. I can put a nice message in there. I like to send, I like to attach the invoice as a PDF because that's what I want. And now I'm going to send it to myself. And this is a new feature. I didn't even see this before, folks. There's a Wave mobile app. I think I did know that, but wow. So let's see this. Well, I'm not going to do that, but let's test it. And this is one of the things I'm promoting is the fact that they keep adding features. So I got the email already. I mean, the text message, and it's telling me to download the invoice thing, and I'm going to do that. Anytime you can do something that makes it easy or easier for your client to pay you is a no-brainer. If you're ever online in the supermarket or any store where there's a cash register, think about this. Doesn't it drive you crazy when you're doing stupid things? Maybe it's me, but they're just wasting time with whatever. They have the wrong process or people aren't ready to pay. And it slows up, if you think about it, it slows up the amount of money going into the register. And that's what this is all about. Let's get that invoice paid and into my bank account as quickly as possible. So now what we have is you could actually charge their credit card. Now, sometimes you invoice them, and like I have clients that ignore the online payment for some reason, and they send me a check. And I don't like that. So if you're one of my clients, and there's only one that sent me a check in the last 4 months, but don't do that. Don't send me a check. I'll pay the 3%. Okay, so when she paid me by check, I had to go in here and manually report it because I don't want that. I don't want it to be double counted. It's a deposit in my bank, and I still have the open invoice. So before, what you would have to do is delete the invoice or do some kind of journal entry, accounting journal entry. So this makes it a lot easier. And if you're a bookkeeper or an accountant, you know what I'm talking about. So, but we're not going to charge a credit card and we're not going to report a payment. What we're going to do is, what's interesting also is you could share a link here. So I'm not even going to, and I haven't done this before, and I keep putting myself on the line here, folks. I want you to understand this. I did not rehearse this. Some of the stuff I'm doing for the first time. And, if I haven't mentioned, Wave is free. So if you don't at least give this a try, you're doing yourself a disservice. And I don't care if you already have QuickBooks, if you have Quicken, you just got to try this because it's as simple as this. If you just want a way to get your credit card transactions in one place so you could categorize them, you could do that. You could do it with your bank account, even if you just, take that info to your account at the end of the year. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see a pile of receipts. We want to see like numbers that are already added up. So I'm going to give you a tip here, a money-saving tip. If a client brings me 12 months of credit card statements that I have no way of compiling electronically, I am going to charge them more money. I'm going to charge them for the data entry and the bookkeeping, and that's normal. because, I have to, or my bookkeeper has to spend time on that. Now, if you bring your accountant or tax preparer a summary of the expenses, oh my God, that's like the client from heaven. Now, I know most people do an Excel spreadsheet, okay? Or they use the credit card summary. Amex is famous for that. Oh, just go with the summary. Well, the problem with that is they put stuff in the wrong classifications. So if you have an airline ticket that's travel, and it gets classified as meals and entertainment, you're only getting 50% of the deduction. So you don't want to rely on the credit cards. And yeah, you could even download the Excel files from them. That's what I used to do. But now what you can do is actually download the Excel files from your credit card statements and import it into WaveApps. And believe me, you will save a ton of time. So let's do this. I'm going to, because I'm only sharing that, I'm going to find the email that sent me the invoice. And here it is. It says Bedrock Sample Company, 575 review and pay. So this is what your client would get. And now I could pay it. So they could pay by bank or by credit card. What's strange here is I guess you can't pay with PayPal. So that's probably because they want the 3%. I think that has something to do with it. But that's fine. But let me go to, oh, you can't even see that. I'm sorry. Let me do it in this browser. So, because I had to check my email, and this is what I saw. Okay. So and it was instant. It took me a couple of seconds, and my client could, and then I get an email when I get paid. And I love those emails. Believe me, I get the endorphins like just go there. I could feel them shooting up. And so let's look at this because I haven't even tried this one. I'm just curious to see what that is going to look like. And here it is. Pretty amazing if you ask me. I mean, I maybe I'm old or something, but fax machines were like amazing. That was like unbelievable technology when I got into accounting. So this kind of technology really blows me away, and it just keeps getting better. So anyway, that is tonight's show. I don't know. Oh, before I do that, oh my God, I forgot to show you. Okay, the recurring invoices. So now you could make this a recurring invoice, and I actually forgot how to do that. So let's go into recurring invoices. And okay, so you would just create a recurring invoice. So I could have done that one as a recurring invoice. And those are the sweetest ones, folks. That when you could get paid every month and not even have to think about it. And checkouts, let me see with this, accept payment. Oh, so this is another new thing. So you could actually get the code and whatever it is, get and embed it on your website. And that's way above my pay grade. And they just added that. And now payments. So now this is what I love is that I can invoice through WaveApps, but I can also get it right, deposit it right into my bank account. And I think I might have gone to the wrong place, but let's see what this is. Payments. No, okay. So at some point you have to choose which bank account you want the money to go into. But one last thing, so I want to show you now what happens is, again, your balance sheet. And this is just another side lesson. Over here, you can see the 575 is a receivable in the accrual method. So let's test this and go into the cash basis method. And it doesn't show. So that's big. That's big for tax planning because most businesses are cash basis. And the difference is cash basis you want to use for tax purposes. Otherwise, if we're using the accrual basis, you're paying taxes on that 575. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to pay taxes on it, but you want to keep track of it. And that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Once again, I am going to come back online, and like I said, my name is Joe DeChara. If you want to connect with me, you can go to timewithjoe.com, and I will talk to you about this subject or anything else about the business. Please do not go to Time with Joe and try to pitch me, because I'll just end the conversation. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. How you can win at business. Comment if you want to comment on tonight's show. I will answer any questions that you have. And if you want to view the last couple of episodes where I teach all about WaveApps, you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and then you'll get notifications when I upload all my other videos. And if you get too many of them, I mean, you can always unsubscribe. I hope you don't. Or you could actually watch the other instructional videos that I put up there. Okay, and the interviews and all the other stuff that I've been posting on YouTube. So anyway, over and out. God bless. Thank you. I will see you all tomorrow.